Alright,
Oh yeah.
we're back in the domain. It's your boy
Sir.
Umdali, and we're cooking. Ah, yeah, mate, and it's madness in the house. It's
Sir.
madness in the domain, and you won't believe who I got in the realm.
Mm.
The main man himself. I'm out of that spot of actually calling out their names while they're here, so I'm gonna let the man introduce himself.
Oh yeah. Thank you for having me. My name is K Madness, and that is KayMadness. And a lot of my people call me Maddie Raps. I'm a rapper, producer, writer. I'm just a creator overall. Dilapa kutomina kamdali as umdali myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, man, we'll host my God Energy up in this space, bro. Godspeed for this episode, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for making it,
Thank you, brother.
bro. And I've known you since there was a show which one of my G's who
Sammy.
Okamo,
Okamo. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Okamo
yeah.
hosted like a fashion show
Yeah.
at Mendy Art
Mendy Art
Center.
Center.
That's the
Yeah.
first time actually,
Yeah.
like
2, 3 years ago.
2 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
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 man,
yeah.
that was crazy. That was
Yeah, it really
crazy.
was
So it's
actually.
been a minute, and I'm glad to see that you're still at it. You're still
Yes, sir.
doing
Me
this.
too,
It
bro.
is not everybody who's actually got the hair on their teeth to keep
Hell
on
yeah.
grilling. Yeah,
Hell
but
yeah.
so like I'm really happy to have you in the
Yeah, thank
domain.
you.
First of all, I always start here
Mm.
because maybe there might be someone who's watching this who's seeing you for the first time
Yeah.
or who's hearing of you for the first time. So let's do the formalities, and as we
Yeah.
grow,
Get that out the
they
way.
can always know who you are. K
Yeah.
Madness, where did this come from? What's the inspo?
Well, K Madness really was um, like a mind child or like a mind creation between me and my longest best friend Mikhail, who we founded this record label called Mad World Records, and the MAD stands for the Musically Advanced District. And
Musically
then, yeah,
advanced
yes.
district.
So here, a lot of people can be musically advanced, and like if you rock with us, you are an inhabitant within that world. And
Mm,
then like we created K Madness. This is like 2018 when we established everything,
mm.
and I obviously was like the first artist for like a minute. Now we have like some few people. We got producers, and basically I hail from Upper Tabeja,
Mhm.
and basically just like spent my whole life really always kind of knowing that I would be something super special.
Mhm.
My mom was a poetess, and then she was also like a super big journalist. So like the ink is in my blood, literally.
Yeah,
I'm like a second generation artist. So it
nice,
was
nice.
pretty easy for me to really believe in it
Mhm,
because like at the age of 16,
mhm.
I dropped out of high school. I started making real gang money, you know what I mean? Like
Nice.
for the family because I'm not gonna lie, like things was bad, you know what I mean? And so
Mm.
I've been at it for it's my eighth year, 2026 now.
Oh,
I'm 24.
nice, nice.
So just been really trying to push it and my whole agenda is to just like change rap again, just like many of the greats that came before me, just doing it like a generational thing where this thing is palatable for every single person and not just like the rap heads and all of that. I think I just want to make it much more digestible just for everybody.
Bro, hold up. I had a conversation with Omniwa Machita, and we were talking about the money aspect.
Yeah,
But you say that you're making gang money, bro.
I was making gang money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it off of the music or off of hustling
Now it was off of gigs actually, right?
gigs?
So
Right.
a homie of mine, was dating this girl who was doing corporate gigs at the time. So she
Okay.
had like proper management, right?
Oh, okay.
She's actually still making music, and she was doing corporate gigs for like the first time. So now I'm talking about like corporate gigs with like just suits. It's just suits. And
No,
I was her
no,
opening
no.
act for like 2 years between like 2019 into 2020
Mm-hmm,
and the main no from 2018 until 2019,
mm-hmm,
and the main thing that was like keeping that happening was because whatever she would be making from those corporate gigs or like those like festival gigs,
mm-hmm.
mind you, I only got like 2 songs really. Like I got,
At the
and
time.
at the time because like I just started really recording,
Mm-hmm,
and so I then released like an EP like the very next year. Then
mm-hmm,
that's when I was like doing a lot of the gigs Whereas if she can't pull through at a gig, I'm like her substitute. If she
Uh,
can't do something like this, I'm her substitute. Started really making money off of that. And then, yeah, like, especially for a kid who
mhm.
was like 16, 17.
I mean, man, like if you're making a K, that's a
Oh,
lot.
yeah,
I
bro.
mean, like
Oh, bro.
even if I go home right now, I give them $20.
Yeah.
Okay, it might not be like at the threshold at which they're
Yeah.
expecting it, but then I mean, like at 16, whatever amount that you're making,
Yeah,
bro,
I mean,
that's
some
gang
gigs
cash.
because it's P like because it's
It's
PE,
PE,
and
yeah.
this is like PE like like where
No.
there was no ear for hip hop. There was no one was booking. I was getting bookings via my Grom DJ, and he's a good Grom DJ, but like he was DJing my things, and
Hmm.
at this time, like in some gigs, we're getting paid via beer
Mm.
and like money to go home. You know what I
Hey.
mean? But like sometimes you get paid
Ah, man, these organizers,
ridiculous.
they were promoting underage drinking. But
Bro,
then 16 is actually legal in SA, right?
yeah, I think so, but like, but like it's
Oh, we're
legal for other
watching
things,
yours. We're
bro,
watching yours, promoters. Hey,
bro,
hey, hey,
bro,
hey,
bro,
pay
bro,
the artists
because
money. Don't give him alcohol.
alcohol, bro. And meantime, you guys spoke about an amount. You get there, bro. You can't find this guy anywhere. The
It's
people are
a
giving you alcohol,
putting
yo,
a
bro.
pin actually on that. How
Mm,
has it been as an artist? Because like I know from my side, okay, I've been on a very on a hinge, let me say,
yeah,
because I can swing from artistry as a musician,
yeah,
as a photographer, yabo,
mm,
as a fashion designer. So like I get it.
mm-hmm,
Umuntu comes to me, they want me to design something for them, or maybe just a simple thing. They just want me
mm,
to tailor something,
yeah,
stitch it, icute or
yeah,
whatever. They will negotiate you down.
yeah,
Same thing with photography. They want you to come and shoot at a gig for 2 hours. You give them
yeah,
your rate. They want to negotiate you down.
mm-hmm,
I've seen it also with musical artists.
yeah,
You have to perform at a gig. You mentioning something now. You're not even being negotiated down. The
bro,
incentive is being changed. It's no longer
bro,
cash. We're
yeah.
gonna give you
It's
some
like
bottles. We're gonna
some,
so
yeah,
like how has it been like ever since that time up until now? Because we
mm,
also spoke about an industry being here in PE. Is there
yeah,
an industry? And an
no,
industry actually means that the artists are
mm,
eating. There's
mm,
someone who's buying what the artists are putting out.
yeah,
How
nah,
has it been?
nah, bro. Contrary to popular belief amongst artists, and whenever they use that this industry, if they're not talking about the larger industry and they're talking about here, that's that is cap. Here there's zero infrastructure. There's zero, even like legally with the SAMRO things, with the paperwork and stuff
How's
like
that thing
that,
working? Are
bro.
you with
I
Samro? You
no,
sorted.
no, like
Okay.
and honestly, it's probably like my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of the fact that even when I was in high school and I was hearing about Samro and I was doing this thing and I was getting in my research right before like I dropped out,
Mm.
I was trying to figure. I remember that was the last year the summer offices were here in like in Gqeberha
I remember
because
that
like
time they were like
yeah.
just close to the SARS offices, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they just closed down, and I remember people like not really making a big deal out of it because apparently it's really, and now you have to go through like crazy steps. And basically, what I'm trying to say is that like in almost everything here, it's like a fabrication of like an industry. Like you could say that there is a culture, and we all know each other as artists. Like how I've known you for years, you've known me for
Mm-hmm.
years, and obviously one way or another, we're gonna do things, but how crazy is it that you had to create a platform from like going from me knowing you as the photographer and the videographer of that event to
Mm.
you creating a whole like new platform when you should have been the star of many platforms here. You like so
Yeah,
here like
that's
it's always the
crazy.
case where I'm the anomaly, you're the anomaly.
Mm.
I personally think that like especially when it comes to gigs and all of that stuff, if it isn't someone that you know, and I understand why, because I feel like because I grew up here and I know how scarce things are, I
Mm-hmm.
don't necessarily think that if I was to start making events, I would be looking for artists that I don't know. Most likely, I'm
Mm.
going to go to the people that I do know
Mm-hmm.
and then give them the platform because that's like my immediate cipher and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So here you have to kind of like network, and there is a culture, at least in hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
where there's like a kiss ass like culture here.
You gotta like
Yeah, you gotta kiss a lot
rent.
of, yeah, like there's a lot of these guys that are
Sad, sad.
established, you know what I mean? And for example, I did like a podcast last year, or no 2024. I did a podcast,
I think I
and
remember. I
yeah, you
remember.
remember how like there was so much controversy behind how investigative journalism
I'm
works.
actually coming to your controversy, bro.
Yeah,
But keep
bro.
going, keep
Yeah,
going,
you know
keep
what I
going.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So due to that, it's stuff like that where here, if you don't kiss ass, you're genuinely not gonna reach some kind of hierarchy. And there is, because there's hierarchy in everything. I feel like if we're all being practical,
Mm.
some niggas are leading in numbers, some niggas are leading in this. They might not be like the most talented, or the talent ratio is a bit weird,
But they know somebody.
but yeah, it's PE.
It's PE, man. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So we looking actually at a spot whereby it's not really, and I get where the frustration comes from
Yeah.
because we also want to be included kuzo zonke izinto zomasipala
Mhm.
and all this because there is a lot of money which the government is putting down
Yeah.
for artists to actually like tap into
Yeah.
and catapult themselves from point A to point B, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, like you've mentioned, there is a whole lot of politics in it.
Yeah.
So let's take the politics and let's put it aside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that we're here to create
Yes,
and
sir.
we're going to make something which is going to be shelved for Rabakali to come and check out.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, how do you think your career right now in 2026
Mm.
um, needs to be fueled for you to get to the spot which obviously you can monetize your presence,
Yeah.
you know, said in terms of like being booked for gigs and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is there anything that you're working on currently?
Okay, well, I got two answers for that. I got like, we're working on for that specifically, right?
Mm-hmm,
We're working on for that specifically, right?
mm-hmm,
I do have something that I am working on in order to go in that direction. Especially when it comes to like monetizing my thing. I just like, it's basically like my whole thing, and I'm saying this now before I do it so that I don't have a choice but to follow through.
yeah,
I am
yeah,
going to
yeah.
rival Spotify, and I'm taking them niggas off the because. But for now, I will lease my masters to them for now, because I'm putting my, and that's
Put
the
a
second,
pin,
and that's the second answer. I'm now putting my music on streaming platforms.
put a pin on what he's
But
saying.
I'm taking, man, I'm
Mm,
telling you, but because I can't really disclose it, but basically what I'm trying to do is I'm
yeah.
just basically trying to cut out the middleman. And
Mm,
everyone knows that, like, there's like an entrepreneurial venture that the likes of Hove or Joyner Lucas have with Tidal
mhm,
and with Tully. So you already know what I'm trying to say, basically. But
mhm,
like, and that's like the first answer. But like, secondly, to start, I'm just gonna like now properly monetize and do everything. Kakate, with me, I am not the kind of artist to post memes. My Facebook is boring. Like, my Facebook has nothing about my personal life and everything about about like the profession of it all. I'm selling this thing and this thing only.
mhm,
Everything looks professional, everything sounds professional, and that's the one thing that I just want to do in terms of ukuzilungiselela and
mhm,
preparing between, like, luck, timing, and preparation.
mhm.
I'm just trying to make sure that I am overly prepared in that sense.
Ah,
And that's why now I'm gonna start, well, I just started now. By the time that this drops, text me if you find it, volume 2, Madmatic, my sophomore album, is gonna be out on all streaming platforms. You can really find it everywhere. It's been a high demand. It's been out for 6 months now, seven.
mhm,
Yeah, it came out in June,
mhm.
and so there's been a high demand because I think I'm the only artist who probably well, like, wasn't on streaming platforms for the longest time, and yet still rivaling every other rapper in the city. Really, still,
Hey man, these artists need to pull up, bro.
bro.
These artists need to pull up. You hear what this man is saying? Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it, man. I love it.
yeah,
And now that takes me to the controversial part because
yeah.
I know that I've seen online. Oh, we out here, bro. We out here.
Remember when I was Mac G, right?
Oh,
Calling me the Mac G of.
we out here, bro. Like, how has that been? Is that is that a strategy or is it something which just
No,
happens?
bro.
Is a controversy that just follows you? Is it the character that you portray in the industry or within the creative
Mhm.
space? Are you really like cool with these guys? Because I know some people they do it just in there to push whatever
Yeah,
is happening at the time.
Yeah.
or is there like an arrangement that you have with most of the people that you butt heads with?
No, bro. I just don't. I don't know. I'm genuine. Like I don't fuck with none of y'all. I don't fuck with none of y'all niggas. I don't like y'all. I don't fuck with y'all. Even my rap homies and the niggas that like I came up with
Why
or
though?
whatever and all of
Why
that.
though?
Well, the main first reason is that I'm better than all of you, and bar to bar, catalog for catalog, we could go now today in the verses because most of y'all niggas don't even have albums out. Most of y'all niggas got two, three projects out. Totally amateur hour, but it's fine. But the main thing about it is that I genuinely was not doing it for. I was not doing it for the numbers, but I couldn't care less. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that because I'm a second generation journalist, so
Mm.
like I was kind of like raised in like journalistic integrity and stuff like that.
Right,
So
right.
if something is someone else's truth, because I've never gotten once on my own platform and spoke about how I feel about these niggas,
Yeah.
it's always the guest that comes through or the guest that did come through and
Mm.
then say some things about people and then me completely reacting how a normal person would react. Like if you tell me something fucked up about a particular person in the industry that did this to you, I'm going to react in the way that I normally would react. I'm not gonna put up a front or put up a facade, especially if it really is fucked up and I thought highly of that person or I thought like they were cool. And here's the main thing: a lot of these guys came for the fights looking for me. So a lot of the things that happened on the podcast, the sit down with Dave Stalkota, like a lot of that stuff, especially because I kicked off with controversy, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's not the first time I've done anything like this because like shortly like after that even there was like some rap beefs and I threw out at this track and all of the guys I was aiming at said nothing, even though I've got DMs, I've got receipts of these people calling me names, cussing me out, and yet when I meet them in person, it's none of that shit.
That's the internet.
And y'all know yourselves for real because all of you guys are not like aren't even B-list rappers, man. Like you guys are at the bottom tier. And the one thing is that y'all let your emotions do this thing. I do this thing. I do this multimedia thing for real, because a lot of you, a lot of these rappers out here, a lot of these artists, from the guys who are associated with them that aren't artists, that are hip hop movers and shakers. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like the Ati Machos of the world
mm,
who are friends with all of these dudes. Even they know and put respect on the multimedia thing that I do because first of all, I'm younger than all of these niggas. Secondly, on a mature level, no one can feel the difference in age because I genuinely am respectful,
mhm.
and a lot of these niggas have been on my platforms.
Okay.
You
So,
know.
like them being on your platform, let's say, for example, just a quick side note,
Mm,
would you, because I'm trying to find out, like, on the controversial part,
mm,
I, I'm now trying to get my own perspective now.
mm,
If somebody comes and then they say that so and so did me wrong and then they
yeah.
did this, do you take that side and then give a comment on that, or do you also invite the other person to come through
I
to the
do. I
so
do. I
that they
mean, it's
can
a
give the side of
podcast.
the story?
I
Yeah.
invite because here's the thing. There's no
Mm.
point in someone saying something about you. For me, it's a dialogue.
Mm,
The
it's a
dialogue
dialogue,
didn't
yeah. It's a
end when
two-way.
we cut off the like
The
the cameras.
camera.
Nah, like the
It needs to
dialogue is supposed to
continue.
continue. You aren't supposed to just go implode somewhere and then I'm
Mm,
supposed to hear things from people that you're
mm,
saying things about me in rooms
mm,
because I'm getting real. Like people are texting me saying things like, "Yo, bro, I was in a room." And people spoke about you, and these people are genuinely like are you were a contender for a particular platform on the rap side of things, not on the multimedia side of things. And these people aren't going to do it because of what you do on the multimedia side of things.
ah,
And for me, I really don't mind because, first of all, ipaili ncinci, yabo,
mm,
there will come a time where someone is going to be on this platform as well
yeah.
and Nana as Chaisan, but Bonan, and it's gonna be a thing where it's been a long enough time now, but like you are on someone else's platform now, and you don't, and you no longer have your platform,
Mm,
and things like how they go here is that like I genuinely have always tried to have a like an amount of grace for these people because I do feel like a lot of them they believe their own clout.
mm-hmm,
I've never believed my own clout. I don't think I want to ever believe my own clout. I hope it never gets to that point because I think these niggas genuinely think that when they're big here in PE, like they're big in general.
mm,
And I mean, like, respect to their work and everything because I have put them on my platforms, on my journalistic platforms. I've written about these people.
mm,
Some of their big exposures came from my platform. I've never minded taking a backseat to that. I feel like we all can eat. But like when you're genuinely just gonna go and talk about me in rooms and not actually come to the podcast is the main reason why I like stopped podcasting in general, because I was like, one, it's taking the views away from the music. Because how am I getting a lot of views here, but I'm not getting views on the music? Nah, I can't. The music is more important. But like, secondly, because people started associating me with like controversy, over like one interview. No one knows my
Isn't that
interviewing style. No one,
is
just
it
off the first episode, bro.
ain't that the part of Cave Madness?
Yes, I mean, I am problematic for sure, for sure. But like,
You
what I'm
didn't
trying to
want
say is that
you didn't want it to be in that
when,
direction.
yeah, I mean, I can be problematic, but also care about the craft at the same time. Whereas I
Yeah.
really want to know your story. If y'all actually watched that interview, I literally went into this nigga's childhood and like where he came from and like how it was like being one of the only few black kids in his school, and what the racism was like. And then I act and at the same time, at the center of it all, there's a segment there where you rap. We're here to rap in the first
Mm,
place. I feel like if it wasn't my show, I'd be rapping on
mm,
it every single time. But
yeah.
like I tried like my best like to really do that. And I think if I was to ever do something like that in the future, it would have to be in a different location. It could never be here because people here don't really love the artists here, don't really do this thing for the love of the art. And it doesn't fuel the fire under their heart and make them want to get up in the morning. It just happens to be a cop out for some kind of form of clout and money. It's
Uh,
not really for anything else.
I mean, like, look, um, at the end of the day, it will stay as art.
Yeah.
Um, paying no regard to what the intent
Yeah.
behind the crafting
Mm-mm.
is. It now depends on how it gets received,
Yeah.
because some people intentionally just create the art to get the money.
Yeah.
And then you've also got artists who are creating the art just to edify themselves,
Yeah.
or it's journaling
Yeah.
to them. You understand?
Yeah.
So I respect that, man. I respect that. I respect that, and I really hope to see more activity. I'm not saying that I'm promoting controversy or anything,
Yeah.
but I would love to, because also now in the lane that you're speaking on, hip hop, it's a contact sport.
Yes, it
You
is.
understand?
Yes, it
So
is.
of course, egos are going to be like bruised,
Mhm.
and people are going to feel some way. But then at the end of the day, if you up for the competition,
Yep.
be
Be
about what you
about it.
talk about. You
Yeah. Hell
understand?
yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta be able to walk the talk. So I'm really happy that you're here, bro, to
Me too,
actually
bro.
spew all these. And let's talk about the projects, man. I could not look over the fact that if you see this, uh,
If text me if you find it.
text me
If you find it.
if you find it.
Yeah.
Inspo, is that
Call me.
Tyler?
Call me if you get lost, Tyler. Yep.
Yeah, I
All the
was
all
there.
like all the Tyler
Yeah,
your
yeah,
fans get it. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I I call myself a tribute artist.
Mm,
Basically is that in everything that I do, I try to really incorporate things that I consume. So outside of just me speaking about my life, I take a lot of inspiration from like my idols and the people that I consider people like this is the blueprint I want to base my blueprint on,
all
really,
right.
right? And it's a thing where uh, Call Me If You Get Lost was an album that like came into my life at a time where I was really, really, really lacking any form of an artist that really resembled me a lot, because I really felt like a lot of my old favorites or like old like the Kanyes, they were really just doing it for other reasons, and it was no longer for like the music or whatever, right? Like a lot of my idols kind of aged weirdly, but I kept it pushing. I really found Tyler a few years ago, and then Call Me If You Get Lost dropped, and I feel like it really kind of like sparked a lot of emotion and inspiration, and then like I pretty much like based it on that in terms of like, okay, I'm gonna base an album where I'm speaking directly to the listener as if it was one person, even though it's gonna be more than that, but like it's more of a thing where I get to kind of have a one-on-one with the artist, and
Yeah.
it was a beautiful thing. Yeah.
All right. Now that is fast. So you've got 2 volumes of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many projects you got out in total?
In total of like in general,
In
my whole
general,
catalog, I got 12 projects out. I got like five mixtape. No, I got five EPs. I got two collaborative ones.
Mm-hmm.
I've got two albums out now, and I got two mixtapes out. Right,
And
so
two mixtapes out.
yeah,
Okay, now that is quite the
in
lot.
7 years.
And where are they? Where can people find these?
Definitely on YouTube. After this, right, when this drops, at least three of them are going to be already out on distribution platforms. And then if someone sees this, let's say a month or two, 3 months after this drops, everything is going to be out on DSP. So latest by
Everything. So
June, by the time I drop my third album, everything is going to be out on DSPs because I'm doing the rollout right now. I'm catching up. I'm going backwards. So I'm dropping everything from the like recent ones to all the way dating back to like 2018. I'm dropping
20.
everything.
That is fire, man. And what's your take on delivery and censorship? Because I believe that some
Mm,
of these projects, maybe they might need to have a certain level of censorship. But then you also mentioned that you're not with Samra in them, so
yeah.
you won't be eligible like to play on
No,
radio.
no, no, no. Definitely. I mean, if I am on
Even.
radio,
Mhm.
it like as I always have been. Whenever I have been on radio, it's always been under like informal circumstances,
Okay.
right? Yeah, but like I don't,
So you're not
I
gunning
I know I
for
don't make
sound
radio now. Like I think I make the kind of music that should play on radio, but probably won't play on radio,
why?
right?
Why is that so?
Um, I I don't. I'm not really invested in how can I say it? I'm not really invested in the kind of music that
Radio
yeah puts
endorses.
out because I
Yeah.
feel like, for example, radio is gonna play something like the Nokia song by Drake, right? And like
Mm,
it'll play that on on a Xhosa on Hlobo Wenene, you understand what I mean?
mm,
Whereas I feel like,
that's
especially
why.
with like local radio stations, I don't really necessarily feel like brand wise, I don't think my people would listen to any form of radio specifically, but like I feel like I don't think like to the options I have available to me at this point in time here in PE, I don't really like outside of like True FM probably, but like yeah, I'm not really gunning for it. There is a market for it. I love radio because I have had a like a hip hop radio show called Off the Hook a few years like I think a few months before I did podcasting, I did radio. I loved it, but that was internet radio, and it was way more fun than like regular radio in
Mm.
general. So yeah, it's yeah.
I. No, then that is great, man.
Oh, but delivery, right? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you want to know delivery. Delivery in terms of like rapper delivery and how they
Yeah, I mean, like, even with the current DSPs,
ah
don't you drop like a censored track, and then you drop like,
uh
because I've been seeing a lot of people, especially who doing PR and who always
mm,
like in the spaces where they're advising artists on
mm,
how to really go about dropping their music or sharing it.
mhm.
They talking about like, I have your music in various formats,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like have it
clean
in the format
version.
clean version, have it in this
Mm.
version, have it in that version. So like, yeah, that's what I'm actually
Censorship.
looking.
I mean, like with censorship, like anything that's to do with like any form of like limitations for me, I respectfully bow out of
Mhm.
because I think I know where I thrive the most.
So you just want your music as you
Yes, as
receive it,
is, as
and
is. I like every single time I do dread the thought of having to freestyle on a radio platform. I always have to think about, damn, I have to censor myself because like they can't have any cuss words on here. And I do necessarily think that I am like a typical rapper from like the 90s or whatever. I genuinely care about the free expression. And if that has to come with forms of a lot of cussing, there's people who are genuinely built for way more versions and way more vulgar language.
mm,
And for me, it's just the fact that I just won't go clean, and it'll definitely change, and I want it to like to change so that I can experience what that's like when I do get signed,
mhm,
and I will get signed.
mhm.
But like that's for when I'm not an independent artist. At this point in time now that I like manage myself and I do everything myself,
Yeah,
the one thing I don't want to do is not follow the music. I just want to follow the music where it leads me. And
weight
so
leads. Hi.
eh, yeah.
The reason why I'm asking this, it might have sounded as if like I'm directing it to the reception of the DSPs.
Mm,
But then I'm also trying to see like how has your trajectory shaped the people around you from where you come from?
Mm,
Like, if there are any people who look up to you,
yeah.
does that now shape them to be people who are in the same mind space, whereby, like, if they just say that youngins who are looking at you and saying that, okay, now I want to also rap.
Yeah.
So how are they interpreting rap from what you are putting out and what
Yeah.
is already around? You understand? Obviously, what is going to be more influential is the most popular, or maybe what is mainstream.
Yeah.
But apart from mainstream, something that is actually being released right at their feet, which
Yeah.
is immediate to them.
Yeah.
Does that cross your mind that maybe like the type of influence that you're going to have is going to be either detrimental, or is it going
Yeah.
to be, or is it going
Yeah.
to be like,
Definitely.
how do you view that?
Um, my little sister Umaya, she's 14, right? She's already listened to the album that's about to come out in June called Chaos Theory.
Okay.
That's like a young exclusive there.
So wait, just a quick one. The K in the madness is that chaos
Yes, so it's like
with a K.
KAYOS. Yeah,
Chaos. West
chaos
Coast.
theory. Yes,
Chaos.
yes.
How
You know what I
we
mean?
shout.
Great catch, right?
Yeah.
And I sent it to her. It's a 10 track album. It's pretty simple.
Mhm.
And when I realized that me and my little sister in them Shia like in 9 years that we're gonna, and she's like 14, right?
Mm.
Right at the cusp of like where she's about to go and decide to be a particular kind of person.
Mhm.
And I definitely thought of that. I think I wrote a lyric a week ago where I was like, my little sister Maya listens to my music now, so I'm stuck. I probably should stop cussing and saying words like fuck. But then I realized in me saying it that like I feel like there's no other way that I would want her to really know me as the kind of person that I am. And then
Mhm.
I also feel like the social responsibility for me to either be vulgar or to not be vulgar.
Yeah.
I think that especially with me being a rapper
Mhm.
in and amongst the rappers, I think that I probably should have been a comedian or something because I don't really think necessarily that I'm going to be adding to someone's child's destructive patterns or whatever. I don't think I'm
Mhm.
going to be inspiring that because I never speak about promoting um gun violence. In fact, I speak against it. You know what I mean? Because
I get
I
you.
know what it's
But
like.
obviously, just the medium is a
Yeah,
little
the
bit more
medium.
honest and
Yeah,
raw.
I do think that the
So,
world has gotten to a point where they understand that. Yeah.
yeah, no, 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 no. I totally feel you. No, then that is fair. I've always been also troubled, even I myself as an
Mm,
artist, about like, what am I really putting out there that
mm,
is building a narrative or challenging a narrative
yeah.
in the immediate social
Mm,
landscape in
yeah.
which I exist, which is probing the minds
Yeah.
of the youngins and probing the minds of the OGs,
Yeah.
probing the minds of the general person who's going to listen to the sound. And it was a little bit hard for me because
Mm,
I was cussing the hell out of everything. And my mom
yeah.
is like, I hear that you're making music. And I'm like, ah, nah.
It's not the kind of music you can listen
Yeah,
to,
I
man.
don't think
So.
I don't think I'm ready to share this yet, mom. But it got me thinking about like maybe uh not maybe, but actually because of the influences.
Yeah.
So I think we are being called as artists in in this region to, of course, we've had the influences, but then we need to
Yeah.
now bring it to the ground
Mm,
and make it relevant to the
mm,
people around us. So I really appreciate your take on that and also
yeah.
sharing that about the new tape that is dropping. So when you say when is it dropping?
June
Yes,
18th. Every year I drop on June 18th.
June 18th.
Always drop an album. Yeah. It's a good luck charm. J. Cole dropped Born Sinner, my favorite rap album of all time. That
Mm.
I think that day has got like some lucky charm in it. So every single year, I make sure to drop a project
Hi,
June 18th every
June
single time
18th.
without fail.
I've heard you mention, so I really do get that most of your influences
Mm.
are international.
Yeah.
Let's bring it to the local.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
Give me your Mount Rushmore.
My Mount Rushmore. Oh man. Okay. First of all, Proverb out the gates. Okay. Proverb. Let's say. Okay. This is actually like yeah. Proverb. A Reese for sure.
Hmm.
Um. I really, really, really okay, Casper in Your Vest just mainly because him and my story are just the exact same, really. You know
All
what I
right.
mean? Like a
Okay.
lot of people kind of always Compare me, and then I'm definitely gonna say my last one. Yeah, I'm gonna say, hmm, hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Jay Jody.
Jay
I'll give it to Jay
Jody.
Jody. And I
Away,
think the reason why I
away.
picked,
Shout
yeah,
out
those
to
two.
Jay.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's never bored me. He's never not
Delivered.
like, yo, bro,
He's always,
bro.
and I remember Jay Jody was actually on a good run last year. I haven't
Yes.
yet really tried to catch up on what he's doing
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. Me and my buddy, we've got like a reaction a channel.
Oh,
So
lit.
like we did get a few of his tracks also reacted to on that channel. So
Mm,
shout out to Jay Jody, man. So
yeah.
perfect, man. That is fire. That is fire. And locally, who do you see?
Like in the city,
Hmm.
I don't see nobody. Mm, I'm tell you right now. The only nigga that I could say I see is my brother Badass Sound Different, who uh, is 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 within the Mad World Records umbrella, and
Hmm.
who's probably going to be sitting here after me, should everything like go according to plan. And he's just the only MC in the city, especially because he's my homie, and I'm kind of keeping him on his toes at all times because he knows that if he doesn't watch his body, he's gonna get bodied. But a lot of these niggas, man, bar for bar, bro, bar for bar. And you know, one thing I do know is that all of y'all niggas are spoiled for choice, and I'm saying on like a skill level, people, it's so easy
Don't
to overlook.
condone it, man.
It's
Say,
so easy. It's
don't
so
say
easy
like
to
on a
overlook
scale.
me, man. It's so easy to overlook, and
Yeah.
I understand that it is because you guys are spoiled for choice of giving y'all so much music, and like it's unfathomable. Like I understand that like it's unfathomable that like a nigga on this level is doing this, is putting out albums independently in PE, like 21 track albums, like. These are rap albums and they have contrast and they have highs and they rise and then they come down again. And these things, I've got skits, bro. I put so much work and like and real dedication into it. And so I don't really see anybody here. Like all of y'all niggas can get it. I'm not even joking, bro.
So you ain't even trying to do no collaboration.
I mean, I'm definitely trying to do collaborations. I just don't really know anyone that hasn't already written me off on some like, this guy's too much trouble and all of that stuff.
Okay. My man here says that nah, he ain't messing with none of these artists who's out here, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. But I would love to see like a little bit more collaboration amongst artists,
Mhm.
and whether it be on a competitive scale
Yeah.
or be it on a collaborative, you know, like just doing
Mhm.
just a genuine collaboration, you understand?
Yeah.
I would love to see that. So we're gonna get to the heart of it, what
Yes,
we
sir.
actually here for. We've
Yes,
chopped it up,
sir.
we've gotten to the point where like we now know who King Madness is. He
Yeah.
brought all the energy, bro. So if there was anyone who had any doubts about King Madness, I'm sure you did get a slice.
Yeah,
Vandaag. And now
definitely.
it's time we get the other slice of the performance. Ubana,
Yeah.
like, what is it exactly my brother's going on about? Let's hear the sound, man. And I am really thankful, man, for you pulling up.
Thank you, bro.
And everybody else who's been referenced, of course, they have to go through the same system. We need
Mm,
to hear Ubana, like, what are they about? Are they busy with something? Because I
mm,
believe Ubana, this is a style of journalism
mm.
also. We're trying to like document, you
Yeah.
understand? So if anyone is busy with something, obviously we can see if we can actually have them on the platform.
Yes,
But
sir.
then at the moment, is there anything else that you want to say, maybe to the people, to the viewers, to your listeners? Is
Yeah.
there anything you want to share with them? Anything to look out for?
Mm.
Any words of encouragement?
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah. I always love these parts of like any interview because I be studying interviews a lot. So like this is actually such a full circle moment.
Let's
But
go.
yeah, text me if you find it and everything that is K Madness from what people know me from Reflections, my 2020 EP,
Nice.
to people who've known me prior to that. Everything will be out on DSPs. You know what I mean? Within the next couple of weeks. Um, so look out for that. I definitely have an album coming out called Chaos Theory, 10 songs. It's been finished for the longest time. It's been finished. I finished it immediately after I did Text Me If You Find It Volume 2.
Yeah.
So I was very intentional about it coming out this year, and you guys are going to see why. 10 songs, mixed and mastered by me and my brother Mino's Beats. Me and Mino's Beats, also our project, um, Number One's Most Wanted. Volume 2 is coming out. Volume 1 is going to be out on streaming platforms like in the next day or two now.
Okay.
And so yeah, and
Brothers
then
is working, man.
yeah, bro, damn. And me and Mino, and this is also part of like the words of encouragement. Me and that dude had
Is
one-sided
it
headphones.
is it the dude you want like to?
My producer. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Oh, yeah.
So Minos Beats is my producer, my like longtime best friend. Me and that dude, we were making volume one and the first half of volume two with one-sided headphones. I'm mixing and mastering this album with one-sided headphones. You know what I mean? Like I'm
The pain
really
was
doing
crazy.
this in my grandmama crib, the back flat. You know what? I'm really doing this on like a high level Wendy. But I'm making mic freehand. I don't have a camera stand, and the quality is exceptional because I do feel like I am like one of the greatest sound engineers to ever touch the coast in general. But I do feel like in recent memory, for sure, like definitely, I've really put in the work, and I think I say that to say it doesn't really matter how corny or how iffy it can sound and how repetitive it can really sound. Perseverance is absolutely everything. Persistence is everything. And even outside of like the talent factor, which is a really important factor, but outside of that, more than anything, the one thing that you want to do is you just want to pray to God for strength and then to just use that strength to remove yourself and uplift yourself from whatever that you're in and to create a whole new different way of being, especially for the next generation. I think it's one of the most important things ever. I think I'm
Mhm.
just at that age where it matters now and it doesn't sound corny to me anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
mm,
yeah, the
mm,
main thing and like just love what you do, love the art. I'm
mhm,
also in the same position that a lot of people are in, which is trying to, I'm being forced by life to pick between survival and my passion.
mhm,
And more than anything in the world, I think this is the time where, for me specifically, is where I lean in the most towards my passion
mm.
and try my best that I can to survive more than anything. But like, just do what you got to do and live while you're doing it. You know?
Boom.
Yeah.
Ha. K Madness, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. And now we get to the sponge.
Yes, sir.
We've been through the icing. We done broke the ice.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, man. If you a person who's got like cavities, I don't know how you dealt with that, with all that sugar coating. But then let's get to the sponge, man. Let's get
Yes, sir.
to the heart of it. K Madness bringing us performances
Yes, sir.
of I don't know how many tracks it's gonna grace us with, but stay tuned. Let's get it.
Sir.
Imperium. Yeah. Hey. Feel like Ricky. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Up and down, I'm been mad. Been a real nigga, I could tell. Wake up call. Had to leave the cell. Had to make it out. Time to ring the bell. Saw a CD on the shelf. They had Ricky Rick blowing up for real. Had to bootleg it. I credit my mama well. Ever since I could tell. Knew I need a rap well. Get a big rap sale. Get a silver black scale. Get a milli cash deal. Yeah, on my second album roll, I'm on the next shit. Still a hold on, I'ma get this, need to go, connect links. Yeah, no diamond on my necklace, okay, yeah. A nigga dollar, what he think he best thinks, okay, yeah. Go and get the guala and direction. Music got me on the net, hey. Music got my shy guest list. Moving real steady stealth, yeah. Discretion, the very description of whatever best is. I pay my life for this rap shit, that's my essence. Only exit, whatever my death is, yeah. This shit is expensive. No lala, no rest there. But you don't know none about that. Oh, yes. You don't know none about it. Yeah, super crazy Kanye West is. No gaba, no 12 shit. You don't know none about that. You don't know none about it. Hey, this shit is expensive. No lala, no rest there. You don't know none about that. You don't know nothing about it. Hey, type of crazy Kanye West is. No gaba, no 12 shit. You don't know nothing about that. Hey, you don't know nothing about it. I want a couple million for the cutting it. Probably they gon' kill me, blame the government. Want a couple million for the brother, man. Probably make a kill it in the motherland. I want a million for the cutting it. Hey, they gon' kill me for the government. Hey, I want a couple million for the brother, man. Probably gon' make a kill it in the motherland. This shit is expensive. No lala, no resting. But you don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about it. Type of crazy Kanye West is. No gaba, no 12 shit. But you don't know nothing about that. No kizzy, you don't know nothing about it. Hey, want a couple million for the cutting. Probably they gon' kill me, blame the government. Want a couple million for the burner. Probably make a kill it. Either, hey, I bought a couple million for the. Probably they probably kill me, blame the. I want a couple million for the. Probably gon' make a kill it in the motherland, bitch. Hey. South Eye. What a place to reside. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Life just needs some finessing. Plot on my blessings, hope for the best thing. Beef just needs some addressing. Rap need direction, therefore I'm destined. Please, I got me a preference to be the best thing in dialectic. Thighs just need some caressing. She be undressing, I don't contest it. I'm so broke that I step on a cockroach. Barefoot, I don't blend with no common folk. Therefore, I do not fall with no dominoes. Air Force, I cannot cop right now, but I pop right out. I big step like I got him on. The moon is what I'm walking on. That's a jump and I scream out Geronimo. Please sit down, I want silence. I'm talking bro. Flows, ridiculous flow, magnificent prose. The lyrics is bro, so menacing cold is in my soul. It's discipline cold, it's on the code. I'm different, home is where the goal is. I just go to where my bros and niggas is, yeah. My hoes is out of my focus. Put my hope in my penmanship. Please do not approach me, cause I'm radioactive. I can't wait till they know me for these radios crashing. Won't stop until they quote me and they pay me for rapping. Got payola on my proceeds and it's made off my masters, yeah. Life just needs some finessing. Plot on my blessings, hope for the best thing. Beef just needs some addressing. Rap need direction, therefore I'm destined. Please, I got me a preference to be the best thing in dialectic. Thighs just need some caressing. She be undressing, I don't contest it. First two sets in, word moves along as my words do. This is a blessing, a curse too. Every song got virtue, so fly. Every song got a bird's view. Every old flow that I spit, I'm a dog on my pit and I'm over this shit out with bird moves. In a rapper, I make the nerves screw. If you make me upset, I might hurt you. I strap Monday night lights in Feb. April, I got an EP said. Sophomore album in June, my nigga. Gotta make sure that my people is fed. Hot knife through butter, I spread a baker's type of dough, my nigga. Literally, I just need my bread. Text me if you find it was a classic and it's stamped up. Who dares make an album independent with no backup? It's safe to say I'm brave. The rap Dave Chappelle with the stand-up. Held hostage by the game, I paid a handful for this ransom. Chosen from my name to be the change, it's not at random. Maneuver still the same with moves I made without an anthem. Couldn't view the grave, they couldn't kill me if they had guns. Bullet to the brain won't even do it, nigga. Bad luck, I'm back up. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Hits plain. I bring the rage inside my mixtapes. They got me on gun charge. I try to explain the use of this gun bar with lies. I shift aim. Designed for this case, no time to escape. I got on the stand on trial to trick brains. Lies for alibis to hide. I'm insane. To keep me on parole, speak my mind and get bail. Cause third degree murders are wild and big claim. Of me killing every beat with lies I've since blamed. Rhymes inflict torture and 5 over 6 ways. Speak my 2 cents to try and fix change. Cause tell me if it's real, son, if it's really real, son. Let me know it's real, son, if it's really real. Something I could feel, son, load it up and kill one. Dr. Doom's real, son, yeah, really real. I'm out without a deal, son, I couldn't do a bid, son. Not even for a year, son, I couldn't clear your meal. I would've did a big one, give up all my real ones. Be on no real run, somewhere in the hills. Cause I used the real gun, rappers try to kill from. Bullets mesh the field from the model of the drill. Bitch, I'm back to kill some, show them how the skill's done. Pick this killer pen up, I'm writing down your wheels. Myth that shit, I set standards. It's a bloody mess, nigga, and I'm red-handed. Direct traffic from the fence, protect the tactic. Impress the masses, get real respect, I'm collecting caskets. And yo, tell me if it's real, son, if it's really real, son. Let me know it's real, son, if it's really real. Something I could feel, son, load it up and kill one. Dr. Doom's real, son, yeah, really for real. Tell me if it's real, son, if it's really real, son. Let me know it's real, son, if it's really real. Something I could feel, son, load it up and kill one. Dr. Doom's real, son, yeah, really for real.
How's that?
Fine.
Yeah, I was feeling that too.